Hey everyone, MLI's Brendan Quinn here alongside David Mayo following Michigan's big 92-91 first round win over Oklahoma State here in Indianapolis. A joy to watch for a couple basketball guys. It was one of those kind of wanted to stop writing, and say, well, screw this. I'm enjoying this thing. So
well, I did pretty much. I mean, because it's a 12:15 tip, and I can.
Yeah, there you go.
if it's 9:45, I've got a problem. But no, it was tremendous. It's the best game of the tournament so far in my mind, and just so many defining moments. Michigan going small in the second half, everything about it. Michigan really put on display today how many ways they can beat you, and I thought that was the story of the day, and it's what Louisville's going to have to cope with on Sunday.
I know you watched the Big Ten tournament from afar, obviously unfold, and the stuff that Derek Walton's doing right now, but to see what he's doing courtside, what was your impressions of the level that he's at right now?
Defensively, he's. We can talk about the 26 and 11 and all you want, but he was really in Evans tonight. He really got out in him. Now, obviously, a point guard of that caliber is going to get past you some, and you have to funnel into the basket a little bit. But I thought his defense. I thought it really started with him on the defensive end, and then he's such a playmaker. He knows how to use his body to keep a guy on his hip and getting a physical advantage, and just how about the old man YMCA movie makes it at the end of the first half to get the three shot foul. I mean, it was a huge moment in the game, and
what ended as a 1-point game.
Yeah, and that's exactly right. And you can look at the 2.5 minutes that Wagner plays, and they swing by 5 points. The block down here when DJ Wilson blocks Evans at the basket, and we go down the other way, and MAAR gets the 4-point play. I mean, there were a number of those plays that you can look back on and say that moment, that sequence really turned the game.
Yeah, and I feel like with the Evans-Walton matchup, which obviously this game hinged on that, we thought beforehand, and it played out that way. Not only did he get up in him, but he was doing such phenomenal work on the offensive end that it clearly only made Evans press that much harder. 26 shot attempts. A lot of that in the second half was him just saying, all right, we're going to play one-on-one and I'm going to match you.
Yes.
But he's just not there yet, or he wasn't there today. Walton was just at another level.
You know what else I think, Brennan, is that Walton has more options to get off the ball than Evans has.
Significantly.
Irvin has 3 assists today. Rahman has 4 assists. If he needs a blow, he can get off the ball and let a couple other guys make plays for him. And I don't think that's necessarily a luxury that Evans has as extensively, at least, as Walton.
And they even did that defensively with about 5 minutes to go. They put Rahman on Evans for a couple of series. And I'm not sure if it was as much the matchup as it was just let Walton guard someone else for a minute, But now, we will officially be back for another game here on Sunday.
And I'll bet Louisville doesn't switch all screens.
I do not think Louisville will switch on all screens, no.
I told you yesterday this was going to come into play, and then they did. They went out and switched every screen. They probably lost a game because of it. But, I mean, it's an admission that they can't keep Walton in front of them. So,
yes.
And they knew they were outmatched defensively and tried it. But as you mentioned in the locker room, even John Beeline said that surprised me, which is sort of like saying I wouldn't have done it.
Right, very much so. John is known for his tact, and he was very tactful there. So Louisville on Sunday. An interesting matchup in a number of ways. 2 coaches who know each other inside and out. A great matchup of elite coaches, but 2 very different teams. Michigan obviously is as skilled as anyone you'll see right now. Their offense is at as high a level as anyone is playing in the country, I would argue. And Louisville's Louisville, man. They're going to grind it out. They got a bunch of dudes who play defense, and they're tough, and they're going to get after it. But what they don't have that Michigan seems to have really going right now is star power. Louisville just kind of has a bunch of Louisville basketball players, if that makes sense. And that's not necessarily a bad thing. You can win a lot of games that way, but right now, how do you see that maybe playing out in a game like this?
They're going to guard. I mean, Michigan's going to see a different game. I'm not as educated as on Louisville as you are, obviously, but kind of lost in the thing maybe is that John Beeline's 2 best teams got eliminated by Louisville. The Pittsnogle team at West Virginia got eliminated by Louisville, and of course the Michigan National Championship game, they lost to Louisville. So he's got a little history with this team and a little payback.
Yeah, and I think that really plays in Michigan's favor for this one, because hearing the way that those guys spoke last week, hearing them here this week, they've got very much that prove ourselves. We're playing for each other. We're playing for this. And if they can turn it into using these next 24 hours to say, we've done all this for each other, now we're going to win this for Beeline. Like, I could see that playing out. Like, that's a conversation that's going to happen.
I think it benefits a team to be playing for some broader purpose. I think it gets you outside of yourself. It doesn't have you worried about all this garbage that's going on out here.
Right.
Every little minutia piece of crap somebody throws at you. You don't fret it, because look what they've been through. Look what they've done. They can always fall back on that. They're so loose. And you pointed out after the game, there was no celebration.
Yes.
There was nothing, not even in the locker room. There was nothing but a focus on the task at hand, which continues for 2.5 more weeks in their minds.
Yeah.
And whether it plays out that way or not, it's a terrific mindset.
Yeah, and it's a terrific story that continues to unfold. I know I've enjoyed watching it, and I'm assuming if we can get anything that resembles that one more time, that'll be a good way. So that'll do it for today. We may or may not be back tomorrow to talk some more, but either way, we'll definitely see you on Sunday following Michigan Louisville in the second round of the NCAA tournament. For David, I am Brendan. Thanks for watching.